Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm talking about why do we feel like we're not enough? Why does this feeling exist even when we work our asses off and do everything we can? We still don't feel like we've done enough or we are enough. I struggle with this feeling because I know that I work hard. I know that I have aspirations and I'm not wasting my life, but I still can't get rid of that feeling that I should be doing more. Now, comparison is such a bad thing because you're always going to feel like you're behind. You go online and you see someone who's 10 years younger than you doing way better than you are. You're going to be like, damn, that sucks. I should be doing that. Maybe if I didn't spend so much time playing video games, I could have done that. But it's too late. And as bad as that sounds, it's true. You're at the point you are in life, and you have to accept that. Because there's nothing else you can do. You can work for your goals in the future, but you can't try to change the past. Now, I also wanted to talk about how it's okay to take time for yourself. I feel like I struggle with this, where I will work for 3 days straight and not watch any TV or play any games. And then on my day off, I'm like, okay, I'm going to record a whole bunch of videos to get out over the next week, and I'm going to clean up my room. I'm going to get my schedule intact. I'm going to do all this stuff. And if I don't do everything, I end up feeling like I wasted that day. Or if I take a day to relax, I feel like I wasted it because I played video games all day. And it's such a hard thing to battle with, that it's okay to take a day off. And I tell myself this, and I'm telling you that, but it still doesn't change the fact that it doesn't feel good to take that off. I don't know if that's what it's called, being a workaholic, but it doesn't change the fact that, I'm not ready to go home and chill. I would rather make money because I feel like I'm doing something that way. Now, moving away from job and making money, it in life, sometimes it feels like you just can't be enough. I know I run into this because ever since I was really young, I used to look at pictures of me as a child, and I used to start crying uncontrollably. I've gotten more control over that now, ever since I've been on antidepressants. But for as long as I can remember, I've done that. I had a project in grade 1, so I would have been 6 or 7, and we had to get together baby pictures of ourselves. And I remember I I needed help from my parents to do that because I just I couldn't handle it, I guess. I don't even know. I have no idea where that came from. And that slowly developed into a feeling of shame almost, or sadness looking at these old pictures. I feel like there's so many different routes I could have taken. And I know I shouldn't be disappointed in where I am. And I know that I've accomplished a good amount. But I can't help but just feel this feeling that I am not enough. I'm not good enough. And I can't shake it no matter what I do. I try so hard. I tried to do YouTube videos to try to make something of it. I played music for a good while. I haven't really touched that in a little bit. And I don't know what the answer is, I also look at, like, when I hear stories about family members, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. You know, like grandparents or great grandparents. And I'm like, they really did something with their lives. That is so awesome. And I'm like, well, how did they not give up? How did they have the perseverance to go through with everything? I don't know if it's a generation difference or what it is, but I'm like, man, here I am acting like my problems are the end of the world and they survived world wars. Like, that's crazy to me. And that doesn't give me comfort because I feel like I'm being dramatic and I'm making a big deal about it, you know? So, those are kind of my thoughts. I didn't, I wasn't making a guide video. Some of the videos I've done have been almost like a guide where there's been a problem and I've talked about how to solve it. But this is more talking about problems that we face. And I assume if you've clicked on this, you're facing the same issue. And I wish there was a solution. I wish it was just as simple as being like, you know what, write down your problems every day and boom, it'll be solved. But unfortunately, it's not that easy. I know this is something that I've always struggled with. And it's taken me a long time and a lot of self reflection to even just try to address the issue. And unfortunately, it might be something that I'll always have to deal with. It might be something that you will always have to deal with as well. And that sucks. There's no dancing around it. I'll be completely honest with you guys that any mental problem sucks balls, man. It makes what other people see as a fun time or living life being fun, it makes it a completely different perspective and different experience. It warps it. Now, I'm not great with advice, and I'm nowhere near a mental health professional. What I can say is that there will always be a tomorrow. I think it's an old Japanese proverb, and it's a lot longer than that. It talks about how if tomorrow isn't good, there will be the day after that. If the day after that isn't good, there'll be a tomorrow after that. It basically means that if your day isn't good, if you're not feeling good today, if you just had a shitty day, tomorrow exists. You will have another chance at whatever it is. You'll have another chance to live life or work on that project. And I know for me, the way my motivation hits, it's very much a daily basis thing where some days I will feel like not doing anything at all, and I'll sit and I'll watch a comfort show and play some video games and play some Minecraft, and that's about it. And what I want to say is it's totally okay to do that. Don't feel ashamed for doing that. That is the purpose of that proverb, is that if you're not feeling good today, tomorrow you might feel better. And if tomorrow you don't feel better, the day after that you might feel better. And it keeps going. It keeps going the day after that, day after that. And the takeaway is to take it day by day. If you take it day by day, then you'll have no choice but to not dwell on what you felt like yesterday. And I feel like that's applicable to whether you have bipolar disorder or depression or anxiety, whatever it may be. Take it day by day. All right. And I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I hope it wasn't too dark and gloomy for you guys, because I always try to provide a positive outlook. I'm not that much of an optimist myself, but I want to be an optimist for you guys. So let me know if you had any feelings or thoughts about this video. I always love to hear them. If you liked it, you can always subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.